Okay, we are live. We are good to go. Uh, yeah, just doing another typical Sunday art stream as we do. Uh, Today I'm going to be focusing on practicing drawing faces. What we are. Uh-oh. I feel like I gotta sneeze. Uh, I'll probably be doing a little bit of yapping, especially if anybody comes into chat and wants to talk at all. And ba, 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 ba. The other thing I want to try and do is just better with get better with actually using layers because I tend to um accidentally that's too dark. I tend to have the issue where I like to like I'll get the basic head shape or whatever figured out, and then I'll just start adding the details and stuff. And it's all in the same layer, and then if I need to make adjustments to something, I have to like erase and adjust a lot of things, and it is more of a hassle. And I want to try and get in a habit of not doing that. So that's just the other thing I'm gonna try and do, besides focusing on faces. But yeah. We got Persona music going again. I might change it if I get tired of it, but let's just get started. I'm gonna be looking at a couple of art tutorials over on my other screen. But you won't be able to hear those. So undo, I say. It's okay, baby girl. I just made noise. It's okay. That's not very good fine. I know, baby girl. My dog's not feeling good today, so she's just laying by my side, just panting and looking at me, and she just wants. I spent all morning with her, but she just wants to be like right up next to me, and I'm like, I know, baby, I know, but I don't know what to do for you. Your belly just don't feel good. You maybe need to move the chin up a bit, maybe. Oh, my ads are finally starting. Honey, what are you doing down there? What are you doing down there, huh? I feel like that's. I don't know. Just slightly prepared it. Mm. It's difficult to both try and comfort your dog and. I see. I see. I see. I see what I have done. This is one of the things I have a hard time with is when you want to make a line that has like a gradual slant to it, but isn't like yeah, I can do or I just draw a line like kind of straight down part way and then where I go from like here and draw a line straight down and then you just end up with that really extreme point. I don't know, I can't get it the way I want it to look. Okay, come on. Undo. Da, da, da. If I start from dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. It's good enough. The circle's not exactly a perfect circle, so I feel like I can't draw a straight line to save my life right now. I'm not happy with this side. Ah! This is the problem with trying to do art when you're a perfectionist, especially when you're just learning and you're like, I know it's not ever going to be perfect because I'm a beginner. But I also, I, okay, that's pretty decent. That's pretty decent. God. This is how we'll do it. Uh, Find it eventually. Ah, oh shit. Sorry, I haven't been reading chat. I'm sorry. Hi Arachne, and also hi Lafne? Lafnes? I'm sorry. I wasn't reading chat. I was looking at an art tutorial in a different window. Um so yeah, I know I'm gonna make mistakes and mess up. It's one of those things where I'm like, I know I'm gonna mess up. I know it's not gonna be perfect, but my perfectionist brain wants to be like, but it needs to be perfect. Uh, why can't I find the option to flip it horizontally? I know it's in here somewhere. Not in transform, I don't think. Oh, yeah, it is. I've only been like practicing, like, oh, sorry, my foot's asleep. I gotta move it. I've only been practicing like for about a month now. Um, so I feel like I'm making good progress. I draw pretty much every day. Um, this week I wasn't able to draw as much as I usually like to, but uh yeah, okay. Okay, now don't be dumb. We're just gonna leave it. It still feels wrong, but that's because the head's not perfectly symmetrical. Um, so even though the ears are symmetrical, yeah. I know why it like I want to mess with it. But yeah, thanks. I think I'm making decent progress. Um Now what was okay, yeah, that's easy enough. Uh I mean, I have a Discord if you want to um join it, and there's an art channel in the Discord. Let me just send my panels below my stream. Um yeah. Just share it there, and I'll take a look at it later after I'm done with stream. I mean, well, you've been uh what, practicing for a year, so I get it. I have been I've kind of been neglecting my physical drawing practice and mostly been doing digital stuff because I want to mainly draw and do digital art anyway. Um, just because like I have a little bit of a hand tremor and stuff. And like you can kind of see it like just the way that the jitters there. That's just because my hand shakes. And so like using the stabilizer and stuff um helps makes it easier to be able to draw like lines and stuff, yeah. And I wanna uh so I wanna do mainly digital art. Yeah, it's really bad. My hand trimmer is really bad today. Uh but um yeah, yeah. Uh, and I'm not doing awful. I'm just trying to. I want to practice drawing like drawing all the shapes and stuff freehand. Cause like I could, cause I could easily. No, it's fine. I just keep going, switching back over to the tutorial that I'm looking at. Um, but the I forget what I was saying now. I also have ADHD. I don't like that just happens sometimes. I'll be in the middle of a sentence and I'll be like, and now it's gone. Um, I don't necessarily have trouble keeping attention when I draw. Like, I can keep attention on the drawing. I just, like, when I'm streaming and drawing, I can't necessarily keep attention on, um, like, what I'm doing with the drawing and also what I was saying to chat and, stuff like that. So sometimes I'll be in the middle of explaining something and then uh my attention will get taken away from it for a second and then it's like, well, whatever that thought was, it's gone now. Okay. You need to scan your ID? Oh, hmm. I didn't know that was a thing now. It used to just be like, let me go in and see if I can. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm from the US, so I don't know about that. Yeah, that's unfortunate. The only reason I really have it marked as 18 plus is because, yeah, they're trying to do something similar here in the US, and we don't like it. because we were like, it's gonna just be. You're saying it's to protect kids, but it's really going to be used for censorship and uh, you know, stuff like that. But whatever. It is what it is. The powers that be will do what they want. Um, yeah, the only reason I really have it marked as 18 plus is because, um, I allow people to post, not that there is any in there right now, but I allow people to post lewd art, uh, no nude art, but lewd art in there, and even though the server's supposed to be 18, I say in the rules like, hey, don't come in here if you're not at least 18. Uh, you know, I'm also not checking IDs at the door. Um, you could put it in the um you could post it in the self promo channel, even though you're not like necessarily advertising um if you don't want to like scan your ID to put it in the art channel, you put it there. Okay. So we got all our guidelines. We want to put the I. Let's look for inspiration here. Hey, it's good, but it's good that you kept with it. Never bad to pick up a new skill, even if it's just for a hobby. I feel like wouldn't have the uh patience to crochet, but I also say that having once believed I would never have the patience to learn to draw. You're an animator. That's awesome. I know a couple other animators, like personally. Um, I think animation's dope. I don't know if I am ever going to learn to do that. I might just stick with drawing, uh, illustrating and stuff, but uh, animation is sick. Your major? Ah, that's awesome. Um, one of my very good friends went to art school for animation. Um, and they're actually like uh well, I I think like it gave them a lot in terms of like they did learn a lot, and they did make a lot of like connections with um other animators and people in the industry and stuff, so that they like they have a lot of like insider knowledge about things that are being made, especially in indie animation, um that like hasn't even been announced. um but I do also know that it was kind of like a little bit like one of those things where it's like, oh, this kind of drained my passion for what I like for doing this to some extent. And they're kind of just now starting to get back out of that. Um, but I get that. I went to school for theater. I understand what it's like to go to school for an um, arts based thing where, and you're just kind of like, I gotta do all this stuff that's not really what I am super interested in, but it's like, it is important to know, but also like, it's not to me. And I just want to work on the things that I'm passionate about, but I gotta do these stupid assignments. And then you graduate with a degree and you're like, this doesn't help me get a job. I have a BFA in theater and that doesn't do anything for me. No, I do think, to be fair, I do think having a an art degree, like focusing in animation, is probably a little more helpful in getting you a job, but it's still definitely a thing about like while you're in school, definitely try and yeah, the portfolio is definitely very important for artists. That's definitely something, you know, you want to make sure you have like a good portfolio. But if you're in a good art program, then they should be um encouraging you to, you know, work on that portfolio and then like checking in on what it looks like and giving you kind of advice on it. Um, or at the very least be open to like if you say, hey, you know, to like one of the professors or whatever, like, could you take a look at my portfolio and let me know what you think? Like they should be open to doing that. Um, so I know like in my theater program, like all the time we would go like the actors would go to the acting main acting professor and be like, hey, I'm working on this monologue that I just want to have like in my back pocket or whatever. Can we meet someday and I'll run it for you and you can give me your feedback or, you know, different things like that. Can't send photos and self promo. Why can't we send photos and self promo? Let me. Okay. I think you should be able to now. Um, but yeah, the portfolio is important. And it's also what I was gonna say was it's a very important thing to make sure that you're trying to you know every chance you get, try and make whatever networking connections you can, because to some degree it is about who you know. Um, and that's not like meant to be a discouraging thing, but like, you know, it's just the unfortunate reality of working in the arts. Uh, yep, yep. Just trying to get your foot in the door, and that's I mean, that's one of the things with theater too, because I have a minor in technical theater. Like I took all the tech theater classes that um were offered at my university. The only real difference between oh, why'd that switch colors? The only real difference between uh like me and one of the just I don't want to, but am I going to just copy the eye over and mirror it? Possibly. I possibly might do that. Um, that was one of the things about uh that one of the only real difference between me and thanks for the follow, by the way. Um, only I knew immediately what was what and where was who. Um, uh, something like that, maybe. I mean, this is just a rough sketch layer. We can, well, many layers, but we can always, we're gonna, you know, clean it up some when we do the final thing. Um, but yeah, the only real difference between me and like the tech theater students was I didn't do as many, actual like designs for the shows. I only did one sound design, and then like I didn't have like a design portfolio that I had to prepare for um my uh senior project. I had to prepare like a big binder of research on the acting role that I had in my senior project and stuff, and the professors all really liked it. Uh they just only thing they didn't like, and it was really mainly one professor didn't like it, was when I said I personally didn't think it was that relevant that the character was a Catholic priest. I didn't think that played very much into their character and their motivations in the play. And they were like, rah, 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 rah. The every uh um things are only included, character details are only included in a play if they're important to the character and everything. And I'm like, well, I did a bunch of research on Catholic priests and it's in the binder, but I just didn't think any of it personally helped me like develop the character. Is all I'm saying. But yeah. Yeah, go ahead and do what you need to do, work on assignments and stuff. No, thank you for hanging out. And yeah, I will just keep working here in the background and oh geez. That is yeah, that's gonna be tough. I wish you luck on that. For sure. Just looks like a noodle. Good job, Saribot. Now comes my most dreaded part, drawing the hair. I hate drawing hair. I suck at it. I just no good. doesn't make sense. How do you fix it? Let's make this figures out. It did not, no. It felt 2025 felt like it was both so long and also so fast at the same time. Well, that's good. Character development is good. But yeah, yeah. It was a wild ride. I hope like part of me is just like, hey, I hope 2026 is a little more gentle, a little more chill. Oh no, yeah, I understand. I get that. That's kind of how my life was this year too. Yeah, there it's like it's been a mixed bag for sure. I hmm, I hate doing hair. I hate drawing hair. Hair is sucks. No, that doesn't make sense. You have to be further out. Like I want to break this up and that up. Um, sure. But I know when I try and do it, it's gonna look like ass. Because, like, I've watched so many videos about how to draw hair, and it's like I understand what they're saying. I just can't do it. I feel like I've only drawn hair. Um, I found that videos help a lot because uh I mean I definitely will look at like references and stuff, but like when it comes to just trying to learn, um I books it's just like I get bored. I get bored with them. My ADHD is like I don't I don't care what you are saying to me. There are too many words. I want moving picture and voice. Yeah, I get Headlito. Now that's a different person. Oh no, that's not. That's certainly not what you meant. Blah blah blah. He can't you teach me how to draw hair, little pixel art person? That's fair. That's fair. I definitely had semesters like that when I was in college. Ugh, that sounds awful. I think part of the reason I have um part of the reason I have such a hard time with hair is because um like it is like one of those things where it's like where you're trying to um really be very focused on how it like wraps around like a 3D figure and uh I have I still have a hard time like thinking about drawing as like you're drawing like a 3D thing in a 2D space. Like I get it, my brain gets the concept, but like I can't even picture things in 3D in my head. So then trying to project that outward into uh my drawing is um even more difficult. Oh. And yeah, it's an execution thing. Yeah, that's something that I've been like practicing like drawing you know, just but it's like one of those things where it's like I I'll practice it sometimes just like drawing cubes and cylinders and things like that, but at the same time it's like I want learning to draw to be a fun process. I don't want to like drive myself insane trying to draw cubes for hours on end. And yeah, I'll just get better at it over time. I'm already been getting better. It's just this is one of the weaker aspects of my. Yeah, but it's one of those things where it's like there's no like 100% right way to learn, especially if you're like not necessarily learning with any particular goal in mind. Like if you're just learning, like right now I'm just learning as a hobby. Do I want I like yeah, I want to get really good, but like I'm not in any rush to make that happen. My dog is not feeling good today, and she has she just has an upset stomach, and uh, she's got a particularly uh bad gas today, and it's just like every now and then she'll just let one loose, and it's like, oh, baby girl, poor thing. Yeah, I'm not sure why she's has. she's not feeling good today. She just, it happens occasionally. She'll get sick tummy, and then she wants nothing but to be like right next to me. Stop, stop it, you fool. Yeah, it's Persona music. I think it's Persona 5 specifically. Da, da, da. Disturbing the peace. What peace? 1 a.m.'s not that bad. I remember when I was in. That's when the foxes come out. Okay, fair. Where I live and where I went to college, we didn't have. Well, it's not that we didn't have foxes, but we didn't have to worry about uh, like encountering them like in town. Really, uh, it was more a thing of being um raccoons were the biggest issue we were worried about mostly. Uh, I don't know what that means. I hate this. I hate it. I hate it. I'm trying to follow what the fucking people, gangsters, people with redbacks. Okay, gotcha, gotcha. I hate everything about this. I don't like it at all. I need to just do it and be content in the fact that it's not good. But I don't want to. I'm looking at this tutorial and I'm like, okay, I get it, but also it feels like I don't understand what you're telling me. That doesn't. What am I doing? Now I don't even know what I'm doing now. I'm losing the plot. I do enjoy the process. I just there are times like with this where it's like I'm just frustrated because I'm like I know what I want and I can't execute it. And it's just but yeah, I enjoy the process of it. Just especially when it's like, okay, I watch a tutorial and I'm like, okay, yeah, I get what you're saying. And then how come when I actually try and do it I can't do that though. I have not. It's on my list of shows to watch. I just have not gotten around to it. I don't watch as much anime as I used to. Just don't have the time, unfortunately. Um, need to watch it. Okay, I'll move it up. I'll make it the next one I watch. I just binged uh Chainsaw Man the other day, and uh I'm waiting for the um movie to come out on like digital streaming platforms because I have not seen it. Um, but I watched the one and only season of the show that's out. Good. I I had quite a day yesterday. Without you know getting into personal details. Too much. I'll just say I had quite a day yesterday, and it's always nice when you find a piece of media that like you find it at the right time and it resonates with you in the right way. I definitely need to watch it. It's been on my list for a while because it's not new. Uh, I just, you know, there's so many things to watch nowadays, and it's like there's just so much where it's like uh I want this to you know what? Suddenly, I have a vision for this hair so that I don't have to break it up. I'm just gonna overlap everything. Uh, but yeah, there's just so many things to watch. Like, right now the shows that I'm really focused on are, um, have been like, uh, well, Has Been Hotel just finished its new season. And then, The Mighty Nine is airing its first season now. So I've been watching that as it's been coming out. And then I've been trying to keep up with Critical Role's campaign 4. Uh, so I I don't know if that's a good ugh or a bad ugh. 'Cause but yeah, I've been trying to keep up with Critical Role's campaign 4, and that's a project in and of itself because each episode is, it's a D&D actual play show, so every episode is 4 to 6 to sometimes 8 hours, depending on, what happens at the table. Um, and that 4 to 6 hours, yeah. Well, yeah, because it's not like an animated show. It's like the Mighty Nine and Vox Machina and stuff like on Amazon Prime. Those are animated, but they are based on a Critical Role, the actual play D&D show where it's a bunch of voice actors that play Dungeons and Dragons together. Um, and yeah, those episodes, because they're like actually like playing D&D in real time, can go on for hours. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, I play in D&D every week. Every week I play D&D, and then I actually it's on hiatus right now until the beginning of January, but usually every other Saturday, uh, I DM a D&D campaign that we stream, um, called the Tales of Ikora. Got this one. I don't. But we don't have to worry about that. I'll just go like that. Don't love it. There you go. You can have that for hanging out. Yeah, no problem. Yeah, yeah, I appreciate you hanging out. Well, I hope you've been enjoying your time. Yeah, I'm just a very small VTuber. Uh but you know, I have a number of Hey, it's fine. I get that. I get that. Um but yeah, I have a bunch of, you know, smaller indie VTuber friends that I stream with regularly and stuff. So, um, you know, if you keep coming around and hanging out, I'm sure you'll see them as well. Yeah, yeah. Well, basically, I had met some of them through um like a Discord where, because originally I used the um Suica customizable model, and I joined a Discord where a bunch of the people that use the same model um hung out. Now I'm using the Prism customizable model. Um but uh yeah, I met a few of them through there, and then I became pretty decent good friends with the one girl, and she you know, just started uh inviting me to do things, and through her, I met a number of other people, and now we're all in our own like smaller Discord of like, hey, this is our little friend group, and this is the Discord we use when we want to plan hangouts together. It's funny. It's funny that you mentioned you say peak because you said peak because that's I know you're meaning it in the slang term way, but peak is also one of the games that we really uh played a ton of together. Um and we still do play it occasionally. Like when a new update comes out and stuff. Um we'll hop back in and check out the new update and things like that. Oh, now we're on a different persona because this is Persona 3. Yeah, it's okay. I switched it to a Persona 3 mix. So that should come back up uh eventually. I just didn't want to have to make sure I liked the song every time it changed, like every few minutes. So I put it on another big. Yeah, I like finding a good playlist because I'm terrible at making playlists on my own. I'll find like one artist that I like and then I'll just dump all of their songs um into the playlist and then do the same thing with the next artist and what you doing, baby girl? Besides knocking my phone on the floor. You're getting antsy, huh? Yes, baby girl. You need some attention. You need some attentions. Baby girl, come here. You're getting yourself caught. I don't think anything went down aside from the tracking on the VTuber model when she did that. Bye bye. Baby girl, you need to calm down. What? What do you want to say? You have to say it now. You can't just do that. Hey, hmm, I'm not sure. I'm sorry to hear that, but I'm not sure what. Oh, no, don't worry about it. That's fine. I don't mind if you say stuff like that. No, if you share stuff like that, that's not a problem. That's not, like, weird. Yeah, it's unfortunate. And I'm sorry to hear that. You know, it's hard losing a pet. I know what that's like. I've lost a number of them over my lifetime. Uh, okay. I, di- I don't love it, but I don't hate it. How I worded it on a server today. Oh, I thanks. It's not an original idea. It's a style that I have copied from a a couple of artists that I follow on Instagram. They do eyes very similar to this that have like very exaggerated eyelashes and like eyebrows that go uh over top of the hair. And I'm like, ah, I love it. Yeah, it's okay. It's one of those things where it's like all art is derivative to an extent. So it's just like, you don't want to copy someone's exact drawing and then post it and claim it as your own. But like copying bits and pieces of people's art style is just, inspiration. Well, yeah, I have a pure ref uh board open that has like probably 200 images from Instagram that I put in there as like art inspiration of just like, oh, I like what this artist does with different things. I want to maybe try that someday or mess around with it someday and see. Because I'm still very early on in my art journey and I have not developed a personal style yet, really. I mean, I'm not worried about it right now, but it's like one of those things where it's like I do want to, as I get better, like develop an art style that is um, more unique to me, even if it has clear style inspirations from different things. Yeah, that's something you gotta do. And it's something that I am still learning to do. It's like, yeah, I just gotta buckle down and learn these things that I don't really want to learn that are hard for me to learn. Yeah, perspective is like, ugh. Because I've practiced around with like drawing cubes and stuff in perspective. Um, and I'm like, perspective sucks. I hate perspective. I'm like, I just want to be able to draw anime whammon. Or anime adjacent women. What layer did I put that on? I don't know. I guess we'll never know now. Ba-dum-bum, ba-da-dum-bum, ba-dum-bum, ba-dum-bum. I probably will at some point. Right now, I want to kind of get like things, uh, like good with, pretty good with one, uh, style, or at least like one way of, um, we got to. Yeah, I like what I got going here. Um, there are things that I don't like. but I think that's to be expected. Okay. I know what I did. Yeah, I like having line art that isn't super clean. That kinda has a bit of a sketchy look to it. Because, like, the artists that like, inspired these eyes, they also have very sketchy line art. And I think it just looks very unique and cool. Oh, there we go. Ooh, that's great. That's awesome. Awesome. I I the easiest one. Well, you know what? But it's one off your list, right? So like anyway. Well, I got everything done except for color and like shading and stuff. I don't hate the hair as much as I did initially. Um, but I have been streaming for like 3.5 hours. I'm getting kind of sore, and my dog wants my attention. So, I think I will send you to one of my friends. Because they're streaming. Well, it's technically two of my friends streaming together, but I'll send you to Azeroth. He's cool, and he's playing Bokara Planet with Nyx. And she's also cool. So go be nice to them. Go follow them too. And I will catch you later. I will definitely be live again Wednesday afternoon, if not before then, but for sure Wednesday afternoon. Catch you around.